So we're gonna get into, now that we have the house drilled out, our next step is to start wiring. We're gonna start up always with the top upstairs, one person on the upstairs, something small like this, very small, should be easy for one guy. Something bigger, you can maybe get another guy, but usually you want one whole area to be one guy. That way, from start to finish, they are the ones in charge. There's no, well, this person did that, this person did this. You want one person saying, hey, I did it all. It's completely done up there. They know how it's all done. For me, I do not have any spinners, but moving forward, you guys should have spinners on your wiring. We have two different types of wires. We have 14-2 and we have 12-2 over here. I'll bring it over there. So 14-2 is for lighting, 12-2 is for receptacles. We do our receptacles at 12-2 using higher gauge wire to kind of give a little bit more threshold for people using electrical. You want to have a maximum of 2 bedrooms on the receptacles circuits. That way if they're plugging in heaters or whatnot, that it is not overloading the circuit. For a house this size, you can use one 15 amp lighting circuit for all the lighting up here. Downstairs will have its own. This is a 1,000 square foot house. For about every 500 square feet or so, you want to have one lighting circuit. So for this, it's about 500 up here. So we're going to do one lighting circuit and one receptacle circuit. What I do is figure out where your home run is going. And once you figure out where the home run is going, you know where your starting point is going to be. So for me, I know my home run is going to be right here. Because my electrical panel is in that corner, so my home run will be right here. That way it's the starting point of all these receptacles. Once you figure out your starting point, you can either start at the beginning or start at the end. It doesn't matter where you start, as long as you start on one end. You never want to start in the middle and break away, because you will always miss something as you go. So if you start a circuit, if I'm starting this 20 amp circuit, you want to finish it to the end. You don't want to, oh, okay, I'll get that outlet later, or I'll get that switch later, because that is how we forget things, and this is how things get missed. We have missing jumpers. So when we're running a circuit, whether it be outlet or lighting circuit, we want to do every single item on that circuit when we are doing running wire for that circuit. So either start at the beginning, start at the end, and then work your way all the way to the other side. So for me, my beginning is right here, the end is right here, home run is there. So I've already conducted the pathway that I want to run this wire to get to that beginning from the end. Let's jump right in. So for me, I don't have a spinner. So the way I do it, if I don't have a spinner, usually you should have a spinner, but in a worst case scenario, you don't. What you want to do is a cowboy style unwrapping. This way, it keeps the wire nice and smooth. So you unwrap it just enough to where you're able to get to the next box without having to break unrolling from this outlet. So it looks like it's kind of kinky, but it's actually not. If you look, it's a very smooth spot. I've already unrolled it enough to go to this next box right here. So I come here, I make a nice right angle. If you want to come over here a little bit, I make a nice right angle, leave about a foot or so past the box, and then I come in here, I knock out the associated knockout hole with using your needle nose. I knock out both right away. If I know another wire is coming in, just knock out both right away. Makes things a lot easier. So what I do is I come in here right away. I leave a nice right angle, leave the wire like this. And then what I do is I come back here. Now that I have that measurement, I come out here, I measure about a foot or so. It doesn't have to be, I know this is the last one on this, so I know there's only one wire, and I cut it. Same thing, knock out the associated hole for it, and come in here. We look here, it's nice, straight wire, no turns, no twists, nice and straight. When you come over here, if the wire's on the same stud, you're doing one staple, one wire, you're okay with just putting one staple in the center of the stud. I'm using these depot staples. They're a little, not the best, but again, it's not a big deal. You should be getting staples in bulk from the supply house. But next thing is, you're gonna take this wire, you take your knife, you come in here, nice, easy slit on the wire. Within about 3/4 of an inch or so from it. Nice. If it comes off easily, great. If not, like this, and it doesn't come off easily, what you can do is take the knife again, right through the center, until you feel it slightly pierce. Cut the wire. What you can do, come in here, if you have thicker insulating wire, open it up, pull it out, and cut it over there as well. I'll show you. Take the paper, also cut it out, put it away. Come in here, push the wire in the back corner, come out here, 4 fingers, very important, 4 fingers, and cut the wire. The code is you need 6 inches from the back of the box. So you come in here, correct me on that if I'm wrong, or it's 3 inches or so, something of that nature. But you have your, push the wire to the back, have 4 fingers, you twist it right where it comes into the box, and then you push it back. Clean as far back as possible, so when the drywall guys come in here and cut out this box, they are not damaging this wire. So this is what you want it to look like. Nice, clean right here, staple in the center, no crazy kinks, box, clean makeup going into there. Now we go to the next box. All right, now again, do the cowboy style to unloop it. Never just pull it out of the spool. It will have kinks, it will have all these twists that we don't like to see. It doesn't look professional and it doesn't look good. What you want to do is now, from where we left off, come over here, go. On this one, the hole is a little bit kind of in a different place, which is fine. You can start on the next hole. Don't try to do something crazy. If it's kind of going weird, go to the next hole to get it going nicely. Come in here, wiring, pulling. Nice and clean. Get about 1 foot here. And again, if you look behind us, it was just enough to get to the next box. And that's what you want. You don't want a whole unraveling. It'll trip hazard and so forth. Just enough to get you from one box to the other. And you'll continue. But look here, this is all right. It's, to some people, it's not a big deal. To me, to us here at Bolt Electric, we want to make things a little bit higher quality. So what you want to do is just bend it a little bit down. Like this. Put one small staple here. Give it a nice right angle touch. That way, when it goes in, you want to have straight lines and only straight lines. Give me the same thing here. You measure it out, put it down, leave about 1 foot, cut it, bring it into, you want to kind of bend it out, bring it into your another hole, and then guide it in. Again, if you look here, nice straight. What we can do again, keep this, bend this right here, use a nice right angle touch where it doesn't look crazy. Nice, bend it into the box, guide it a little bit, and then what you want to do here is straighten out your wire, make it nice and straight, Make sure the wire is going in straight with each other. Grab a staple. You want to make sure the wires are flat. Nice. Right angles. Straight. Nothing crazy. Make it look nice and clean. So this is what we want it to look like. When you come back from a further look, it looks really clean. What you can do for this, since the wire is coming from this end, you could just come in like that to where now the wire looks like it is going in a straighter position. So just work it a little bit. Again, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing big, but if you just do this nicely, cleanly, the product looks really nice. It looks really clean. So now that we have 2 wires in here, you can opt in if you want to. Straighten out these wires. Install 1 more wire here. Just give it a little extra support. What you want to do is you want to avoid hitting the wire with the nail or staple. Make sure the nail isn't piercing the wire when you staple. Come in here, again. This is really thick insulation, so I'll go in from the middle because it's really hard to cut it regularly. It's better to go lighter with a knife and then go a little bit higher the next time than to go too deep. But the longer you do this, the more acquainted you become with the how sharp your knife is and how hard you should be pushing on the knife when you are wiring. And here, this is how you want a box to look like when you're done with it. Put up the conductors up, twist the grounds together, and have them pointing down. That way, when someone comes to do the grounds, they can easily cut them, put on a crimp sleeve or so, and just push that in, push these down, and cut them. And I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later. But this is how we want it to look for when a box is done. This is showing the people, showing everyone, your journeyman, the trainee, that, hey, the last wire is in this box. If there's one more wire that goes into this box, do not strip it right away. You want to wait. But if the last wire is in here, this is what it should look like once the last wire is in the box. Alright, the outlets are all done upstairs.